Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Thank you for coming. I have 15 minutes, and I try to keep it here in the time. And I'd like to speak about REM electrolyzers. You might actually see that their name is a bit different to other electrolyzers, and I will tell you a little bit later. I don't think I need to tell you about the use cases of hydrogen today, because the entire exhibition is about this. We today have customers in all these kind of applications. Means for mobility, about methanization or ammonia, and energy storages. When we look to the energy demand in the future, we clearly understand that there is a development from large scale sizes to smaller ones, the housing and the independent areas and the town levels. So this kind of changes in energy systems will also give more demand for decentralization. And the latest surveys you could see in Europe, also from the International Energy Association, you will see and find that most of the savings in the future energy grids are opportunities with decentralization. A little bit about our company. We are quite new in the space of hydrogen, working for 5 years, working in this innovative field of REM. I think I don't need to tell you a little bit about us, so you will find it on internet easily. More about what is REM. REM is the unique technology in between alkaline and PEM. You might actually understand what is alkaline. They are large systems, very durable, mainly run by engineers. And you have the PEM, which are the much faster system, the modern system. Advantage for alkaline is that they are durable, and they are very simple to build. Besides that it's a technology plants, it's quite relatively simple. PEM are more like racing cars, complicated, and a very big disadvantage also is the use of precious metals, titanium end plates, and iridium. REM is unify these kind of both from this part. We don't need any precious metals like titanium or iridium. And we work with a very low KOH liquidity, so 5% liquidity. That means that the poisonous of the electrolyzer is extremely low. Systems you can actually in the class of your household. So here again, the advantages of the PEM and alkaline visible. You see that the output pressure in our systems is around 35 bar. This is actually easy to change. So we have also systems which runs with much lower pressure, for example, in Japan. However, the standard for the most efficiency lies around this kind of pressure. When you build modular systems, then it is always about proving that these systems are really working. This is our development timeline, what we called evolution of REM electrolyzer from the start of the company until today. So you see that the systems are getting smaller every time. They are getting more intelligent. They are definitely more reliable. And what we are coming out this month is the EL 4.0. The EL 4.0 is only to understand the difference to the predecessor is 17 kilos lighter and has AC and DC input, so you can run it in different size, air-cooled or liquid-cooled. So this is actually demands which came from our customers. At the moment, we sold from the predecessors, EL500 to EL2.1, around 3,000 pieces in more than 52 countries in the world. But even if we are coming out today with a EL 4.0, it will not be the last. So we will definitely put a new model out in around 1 year, which is then the product we called TX. And I'll tell you a little bit maybe later. However, the EL 4.0 is a system which is fully electronical equipped. So you have two different electric circuits. One is the internal circuit, which you can't influence from outside, the internal firmware for security, and the circuit where you actually can access and can read all the different vents. More than 30 different sensor points are in this kind of small box. And you see on the top left, the system is already very modular and is meant for mass fabrication. So we have a lot of parts which are also used in the automotive world. We believe that this is the most easiest way to reduce low cost of hydrogen. And low cost of hydrogen will enable the entire hydrogen economy. We believe it should be modular. So we have this kind of family and structure of typology, what we call IM cores. You can use them in smaller parts or in racks or what we call IM cluster. The largest clusters we have right now are clusters with 80 to 90 individual devices. And they are used for refilling stations or for industrial needs. And then we have the IM multicore you see below. This is a system with 420 cores. And interesting because here the system is built in the way that even if there's anything happens on one part in the system, you can easily plug and play, replace parts of it during the system is still running. The IM multicore will be first installed in 2024. Besides, we have some prototypes before. And also, we have already first commercial customers in Germany. So, when you see all these kind of small stacks, you wonder, is it safe? How does it work? And we believe that this is almost the same technology, disruptive technology, what happens with our IT systems or with our solar systems. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, you see there was one computer for the entire company. And everyone was happy. And when the PC came up, everyone took it as a toy, as a small thing. But when we look today into computer centers of Google or Amazon, we find blade computers, which are more or less PC technology, easily to stack and to replace. Same with solar panels. So on the left side on the picture, you see a big power plant, but in the same size, already solar power plants has been built. And it shows that solar today is the cheapest way of production energy, as long as the sun is shining. Everything in the modern world runs with software. I invite you to see actually the software on the website. So we have handbook.com.enapter. handbook.enapter.com. Please have a look. So a lot of technical descriptions are available online, and also a completely programming handbook for the devices. Here you see ENAPTER today. We started in 2017 with building number 1, at this time with no solar panels on top. We rented the building number 2. We bought number 3 and number 4, and now we have another building as well next corner. So this is our factory and R&D stations in Pisa, near Pisa, right now in Italy. On the left side, left small picture, you see how the building number 2 looks in 2018-19 when we started our larger production. The picture in the big is the picture where you really have to difficult is to find our employees. So we are running out of space. We are at the moment producing up to 500 devices a month. This will not be enough. So on this reason, we started our mass production in Germany. This factory is near Münster, North Rhine-Westphalia. You see in the back some wind and also some solar parks. They are very close. They have direct cables to our factory because our aim is to produce electrolyzer completely 100% with renewable energy. And we make a vow. We said that if there is no renewable energy available for us, and also we do not have any hydrogen energy storage on our own site, that means we run out of energy, we stop production. We believe this is actually back to the roots when in the very early times, industrial process started with companies moving towards water lines or windmills in Dutch and Holland. So, or when there was a coal mines, first companies moving directly to coal mines. And we believe that in our today world, where we have to reduce CO2 footprint, we actually have to make more bolder steps for green technologies. In this factory, we aim to produce more than 10,000 devices each month. And you see in the front the factory area with storages and chemical production. In the back, you see another building for R&D. So even if we have today everything what you need for R&D in electrochemistry, with all the analyzers, with all the microscopes and everything, we actually go the next step to have one of the most modern facilities for R&D in Germany. I'm a little bit ahead of my time, but I think this is good enough. So, however, when you want to see a little bit more of us and our products, you also can visit the booth of the company Jest, which is in this corner over there. And I will be there also today and tomorrow in case of you have questions. Thank you.